Hey everyone, Dale here at 11:30, the night before opening muzzleloader season in Colorado. Just spent the last hour getting all the gear laid out, ready, snacks, lunches made, packs ready to go. For this trip, I have my little 10-year-old boy up with me, and so he's excited to be here. So hopefully we'll have some action. And he lost a tooth today, so apparently the tooth fairy is going to come tonight in the camper. Hey guys, it's 5:15 in the morning. Just woke up and we had a visitor in the night. I can't believe it. She was able to find us all the way up here 8 miles from the main road. What do you think, Zach? Pretty cool. Go to the dollar store? He said he'll be able to go to the dollar store now. Alright, let's get that hunting gear all over you now, okay?
Back in Colorado now. Good 4 or 5 inches of snow. Fell during the week. Helped out with the wildfires. We'll see how it helps out with the elk hunting. Since I hunted in the snow. No real bugles this morning, just a whole big huge herd of moose. Beautiful country. It's Don't know where the elk are at.
Zach, where'd you put all the elk? Down. Down? Down where? On the ground. Oh boy. Well guys, we finally found a little bit of evidence of an animal. Some very fresh tracks in the snow. And he also raked on this tree a little bit. See the branches in the top of the snow. We're unclear on if it's a moose though, because it's really rounded tracks. But it looks like he came through this way and he started going that way. Well, the elk hunting was really slow this morning, so we decided to come down to this cool lake. Got a nice view, and Zach's already had a couple bites. One almost came in, but his line was wrapped around the tip of the pole, so couldn't reel it in too fast, and he got off right at the last second. We'll see if we can catch some more. I think we got a little fishing success here. Midday hunting break. Zach's hooked into some sort of a trout. Oh no, he got off right at this last second. Stick break back in the timber. We got in position. We heard it a few more times getting closer. And then we heard it make a huge noise. And then I heard it make a definite bull moose noise. So I think the moose stumbled and tripped and grunted. But this is not far from where Josh saw all those moose this morning. So I'd imagine we're just in their same area. So we're going to head out. Another day of hunting. Guess that's why it's hunting and not killing. Well, good morning guys. We're driving out from camp this morning and we are going to go try a different spot. It's a little closer to where we used to hunt before this forest fire closed our forest. There's a sliver of forest that's not closed because we've been hunting really hard up here and hiked and bugled, and we have not been getting any responses. So haven't seen anything, haven't even seen a deer. So we're gonna go try a little bit different spot this morning, see what we see. Well, we hiked all morning. Finally saw some game. You see these 2 deer bedded down across this canyon. I guess they're around 1,000 yards away or so. Of course, they're looking right at us.
This morning, elk were super quiet, so he came in here and sat on this wallow for a little while. I really like this wallow. Been sat on it a couple of times. Had some elk come in nearby it, but never seen one wallow in it yet.
Hey guys, back up here for the second weekend of muzzleloader season. I was not able to take the week off like last year. So up here The spot I wanted to go, there's already 2 hunters. One of them's with our party, and he saw another hunter, so I figured that was a little crowded. I'm gonna go to another cool spot that I like. It's super easy to walk out in the dark because it's an old road that's closed off. It goes back to this beautiful little park. I've seen a lot of sign last year, so I'll bring you along. Well, I've been on this road too. Hey guys, so this park goes right up next to some private land. It sounds like the vacationers are here because I can hear them having a party. So I'm going to not sit in that park and go a little bit further away. Too bad I didn't have a deer tag. I could have shot that doe and that little spike buck. About 45 yards, multiple times. Maybe an elk could do that.
Fourth and 10, last day. Came in here super early in the dark. Dale let out a bugle and they located 2 bulls answered. Probably about 3/4 of a mile up to the left. We're gonna try and follow this trail, get in quiet, sit, wait.
Down below us. Charcoal. Charcoal down below us.
morning, Dale?
We were in the elk this morning. We got up at 4:30, came up in the dark, got to the spot where we love. Same spot Josh almost got a shot at a cow yesterday. Same spot a few years ago in the dark. I almost had a shot, but I couldn't see my sights, and it was almost a repeat. Still in the dark, same. We were within 50 yards of that incident, and it was completely black, and couldn't see my sights, and let out a bugle. We got on video. He answered, and he was coming our way to check us out, and we could hear him walking in the leaves, walking in the aspens, and he was, I'd guess, 50 yards, 80 yards from us, and so we just froze, tried to let the sun come up, and slowly tried to inch out to get a shooting lane. Just nobody really moving, and he just kept kind of pacing back and forth, and I think he finally caught our wind. He let out a bark. He ran about 100 yards, let out another bark, and then we heard him kind of trot off. We tried to challenge bugle him, and he didn't take the challenge. He just took to the hills. So we head over, heard another bugle, came over here, and a smaller bull went up that way, and now he's gone up the hill. And then we got distracted with another Poindexter hunter over here. Sounded pretty good. And little park, we was hoping he was going to be in the clearing, but he cow called, and then we knew it was a hunter. So kind of game over. We're going to go reset and see if something comes back through our favorite little park. Alright guys, that's my track from last night, and there's an elk track on top of it. I like this area. So we're back in camp. We got recharged with a nap. We're gonna head out for an evening hunt to a place that we call the Honey Hole. And it's been dead the last couple of years, but before that, it was amazing. So hopefully they're gonna be back in there this year. I spotted an elk in there. I think it was just a cow, but it took off. So there's definitely elk back in here. We're gonna hang out here till dark. Bugle and see if we can get them to answer.
Last weekend of archery season, hiked 2 miles up here in the dark. Heard some bugles as we were walking in, but now the wind's picking up. The Weather Channel says 22 miles per hour, probably more like 30 up here. Pretty tough to hear a bugle when the wind's blowing this bad. Trees keep crashing all around us. Not sure what to do when the wind's blowing. It's supposed to blow all day. Oh well. That's really wind is horrible.
Colorado muzzleloading archery hunt. So, year 2020. Wildfires, had to go hunting a new spot. All we saw was moose, got snowed on. Storm came through, blew down all these trees, shut down all the roads. Only thing I think we didn't see is killer hornets. So, luckily, our old area opened up for the second half of muzzleloader season. So, we were able to come in here, but the elk are acting much different than they did in years prior. I don't know if it was all the forest fires. I know that there's been tons and tons of people in the forest because of COVID that's probably disrupting their behaviors. And also this year with leap year, the full moon's late, so we're kind of hoping that maybe for the last week of archery season there might be some more action. Not sure if we're going to hunt the last week of archery season yet. We got the following week rifle back up in Wyoming, but we just struggled to figure out where they were at. A lone beagle here or there. Come across a lot of single cows, which makes us kind of think they're not quite herded up yet. But I guess this morning was our best action of them all. So we came in the pitch dark, trying to get in there just to be able to locate and hear where they're at and make a game plan and be in a spot where we could react quickly. And gosh, everything just kind of worked against us. We got in there, we heard the bull bugle, he was a long ways off, so we hurried up the game trail to get close to him where we thought that we could wait the last 15 minutes for sun to come up. Well, we walked really fast and did a good job and got in there. We were at 25 minutes before the sun came up. And this bull, instead of moving on the same direction he was going like they usually do, came running, screaming in the dark right on top of us. And he's 100 yards away screaming at us, and we're looking at our watches and it's 25 minutes before first shooting light. So we're thinking, oh boy, this is not going to work out very good. And we could hear him walking, and I think what he was doing was he was trying to catch our wind. He just kept walking, circling us and circling us and circling. At one point I'm guessing he was 180 yards away from us. He was so close, and we kept checking our pins and trying to see if we could see yet. No way. And he finally circled enough of a semicircle around us that we heard him spook a little bit, stop, and he barked, chuckled at us, and we thought, oh, the gig's up. Then he ran another 100 yards and stopped, and another 5 minutes, and barked, chuckled us again. So we tried to challenge bugle him to try and tell him, hey, we are an elk, come back here. And he just kind of kept slowly walking and bugling away from us, and even by then it was just barely enough light to shoot. So we tried to trail him for a little bit, and he did what we were thinking he was going to do all along, and head right up a big, huge, steep ridge and never be able to catch him. But we got some pretty cool video of us locating him in the dark, and man, if it was light enough to shoot, having a nice bull like that run right in on you. Unfortunately, where we hunt, they're just shy enough. They don't usually run in on you. They just let you know where they're at. But can't imagine what it would have been like when he ran in. So the last day of muzzleloader season, we got some pretty fun action, and you know, if you're not going to get a shot, at least getting one bugling up close is just enough to make you keep coming back for the next year. So we'll see if we hunt one more weekend of archery. If not, our next video series will be in Wyoming with high-powered rifles, and we're hoping with this moon cycle the way it is this year, that maybe they'll be bugling the 1st of October. So we've got our fingers crossed for that one.
Well, Josh gave a really good recap there. I don't have much to add to that other than this year really stings because I got a bull elk last year with my muzzleloader, and seems like I broke the curse, and so this year kind of just hurts a little more on a personal level, that I know it's feasible and we were within range. He's just way too dark, so I have to eat a little humble pie this year, but maybe we'll have a little more success when we switch back to Wyoming and we can shoot nice and far.